Alright, hello guys, my name is Erika Buenrostro, your Spanish instructor for Spanish TM14 at UA Casa Tot. This week we are going to be discussing, we're going to learn how to introduce yourself and friends to others, okay? Alright, so as we begin, we have got vocabulary here that I want to go over with you. First of all, hola is the traditional hi, okay, that you may have heard already. Hola is hi. ¿Qué tal is another form of actually also saying hi. So you could be passing by somebody and say, ¿Qué tal? It's actually in a form of a question. Okay, so ¿Qué tal is another way of saying hi. So remember that one, okay? All right, algo así refers to something like this. Colega, colleague. This is male and or female. This is actually covering both bases. Compañero, we see the ñero de clase, male or female, classmate. So in this case, what you guys do every week in your Blackboard, this is just an example. Blackboard discussion is you talk to your compañeros about each week's lesson, right? Okay. Compañero de cuarto actually refers to roommate. Okay. Conocer is to know a person. Esta, este is masculine, esta is feminine. Es mi amigo, mi amiga, a for feminine. Okay, to know a person, this is my friend. So basically, if you're trying to introduce somebody that is with you, that is, let's say, female, you're going to say, esta es mi amiga. If he is masculine, you're going to say, este es mi amigo. All right, hasta luego basically means see you later, or you may have heard adios, which is bye, but hasta luego is see you later. Mucho gusto means pleased to meet you, okay? Or also encantado, encantada, depending on if you are male or female. So I can say pleased to meet you, and if I want to use encantado, I would say encantada, okay? Pariente is relative, okay? That's masculine or feminine. And presentar a alguien means to introduce someone. Socio is partner or socia, okay? All right, let's talk about indirect object pronouns. So indirect objects are the part of the sentence that describes who the action is being done to. So for example, in the following sentence, I can say, I gave the ticket to the man. The phrase to the man is the indirect object because it tells us who the ticket was given to. So let's make sure that we understand this. Okay, so you can say, I gave the ticket to the man. Who did you give the ticket to the man? I, that's subject pronoun. What is being said about I? I gave. Gave is the verb. Okay, I gave what? Ticket. Okay, the is an article adjective. To whom? Man. This is the prepositional phrase. Okay, so that's why we know that that is the indirect object, because it tells us who the ticket was given to. Okay, the man. The indirect object pronouns are the words that take the place of the noun. The pronouns in Spanish are provided as follows. Te, le, nos, les. So that means te means to you, le to you, it's in the formal way, to him, to her, nos to us, les to you, plural form, formal to them. You'll need to remember that. Note, the word le is frequently ambiguous in Spanish since it could mean to you, to him, or even to her. Spanish speakers clarify the ambiguity by redundantly repeating the indirect object. So for instance, yo le digo la verdad a María literally means I to her tell the truth to María. This may sound strange in English for Spanish English speakers at first, but it flows in an oral speech and does away from the ambiguity. So let's talk about el hombre me explica el problema. The man explains the problem to me. Yo te muestro las fotos. I show the pictures to you. Te digo todo lo que sé. I tell you all that I know. So I've got a couple of practice videos that I want you to actually review with me. We're going to listen carefully to the videos. Okay? We're listening carefully to the videos, and we're also going to recognize the words.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Mi nombre es José. Mucho gusto. Soy estudiante de literatura en esta universidad. Soy de Colombia. Esta es mi amiga Alejandra. Ella es de Perú. ¿Qué van a hacer esta noche? Quizás podríamos ir al cine o algo parecido. Nos vemos más tarde. Gusto en conocerlos.
Okay, so in this video, we actually see how he introduces himself, and he says, hola, ¿qué tal? So you see they're using hola and ¿qué tal in the same sentence. Notice the question marks that I had mentioned. If you end with one, you have to start with one. Mi nombre es, my name is Jose. Mucho gusto. Okay, pleased to meet you. And notice the exclamation marks. If you end in one, you start with one. Soy estudiante de literatura en esta universidad. I am a student at this university and I'm studying literature. Soy de Colombia. I am from Colombia. Esta es mi amiga Alejandra. This is my friend Alejandra. Ella es de Perú. She is from Peru. ¿Qué van a hacer esta noche? What are you going to do tonight? What are y'all going to do tonight? Sorry, because it's in plural form. Quizás podríamos ir al cine. Maybe we could go to the movies or algo parecido or something similar. Nos vemos más tarde. Gusto en conocerlos. Okay, so I hope you were able to actually pick up some of those vocabulary words there. Let's look at a second video that I've got here for you. And this video is actually going to be Patricia, and she's from Mexico City. Let's see how Patricia introduces herself.
Mi nombre es Patricia. Yo cuando me presento con alguien, llego y pregunto, me presento, digo, soy Patricia Rodríguez. ¿Cuál es tu nombre? Después de que me dicen el nombre, digo de dónde soy, les pregunto de dónde soy y es todo.
Okay, Patricia is a very shy young lady. She basically says, hi, my name is Patricia. Well, she doesn't say hi. She says, mi nombre es Patricia. She says, my name is Patricia. Yo cuando me presento, when I introduce myself with someone else, con alguien, llego y pregunto. I'll get there and I ask. Me presento, I'll introduce myself and I say, mi nombre es Patricia. My name is Patricia. ¿Cuál es su nombre? Which is your name? Y después de que me dicen el nombre, and after they've given me their name, digo de dónde soy. I'll say where I'm from. Les pregunto de dónde son. Then I'll ask where they're from. And then that's it. Y eso es todo. So that's two ways to actually introduce whoever's with you or introduce yourself. There are more videos, as I had mentioned in the previous videos, that practice videos. If you click on the links that are provided for you on your weekly assignments, you will be able to access those as well. I've got a couple of practice phrases for you that I want you to actually practice out loud. Tell me what you think of those in the discussion forums, or just share with us in discussion forums other things that actually impress you from this week's lesson. So let's start with the first one. The first one says, déjame presentarte a Susana, which means let me introduce you to Susana. Venimos a verte. We came to see you. Salimos esta noche. Should we go out tonight? ¿Qué vas a hacer más tarde? What are you doing later on? Me gustó saludarte hoy. It was nice to see you today. Me llamo Pedro. My name is Pedro. Hasta luego, María. Mucho gusto en conocerte. See you later, María. It was nice to meet you. Make sure you practice these over and over again. Write them down. If you can learn this, you can actually memorize it. You can also you will see that it becomes easier and easier to introduce yourself to other people. So more practice exercises. In Spanish, how would you say, what is your name? So I want you to pause this video and tell me, how would you say your name? Say it out loud and also write it down. Practice exercise 2 is translate. How do you translate see you later? If you said, mi nombre es, and then said your name, that is correct. The answer for number 2 is hasta luego. So hopefully you got those right. All right, once again, don't forget that you are responsible for your Blackboard discussion, and you are also responsible for your task quiz for this week. So that being said, we're going to see you next week.